Hey everyone, Ace Ravager here. Well, in the process of editing this video, I realized that the intro somehow got cut out while I was recording, so I just consider this the intro. So yeah, sorry for the abrupt cut to whatever the hell I'm going to be talking about next, but yeah, good to be back.
42. I'm enjoying the game so far. I mean, I put enough time into it to prestige and get this far. I'm going to keep prestiging, I think. It was a little bit hard getting my first lobby. You know, I was doing pretty good for myself all the way through level of 55. I got in my first lobby and I got absolutely fucking gangbanged, so that was nice. Felt like that one meme with the black guys around the couch, but you know, that was a good time. But yeah, so far I've been really enjoying it. The campaign was really stellar. I felt it kind of ended off on, like, they did a really poor job of wrapping things up at the end. I thought that was definitely a weird way to end it. A little MCU ass ending, like as if we were supposed to know who that guy in the end was. I had no idea. For a split second I thought it was Mason. And then I was like, no, that's not Mason. Who the fuck is this guy? So some people are saying it's the Kane operator for multiplayer. It didn't look all that much like him to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Who knows? As for the part that I really care about, the main reason I like the Black Ops games is zombies. I've been enjoying that a lot. There's a few things I don't like. I don't like that the pause timer thing. I think that's really weird. Cold War had a pretty good system when it came to pausing. I don't know why they felt the need to change that. Because when I want to take a piss break or go refill like a drink or something or get a snack, I don't want to be fucking pressured. Also, I've had buddies who like will go AFK so they can train a zombie or something, and then they get booted from the game, which is like fucking why. I don't know why they changed that part up. That was completely unnecessary. Further, things like abominations and manglers. The manglers aren't so bad. I see a lot of people complaining about the manglers. I don't think they're that bad. But the abominations are absolute nightmares. When it comes to exfilling and all that, if I get an abomination, like on Liberty Falls and I'm exfilling, I'm pretty much cooked. If I'm solo, I know I'm cooked because I'm not going to kill it in time. They definitely made it harder than Cold War, which they heard our complaints there and they changed that. I like that. But the problem is they did too much, right? Like, just nerfing us would have been enough. But also making the zombies way more OP. Could be imagining this, I'm not for sure, but I've also noticed that with zombie spawns, I feel like if I'm training, sometimes they'll spawn in front of me if I turn my back on them, or they'll start changing the spawns. I've seen other posts about it. I'm not sure if that's a confirmed thing, but also fuck me, that vigilance perk is just so good for this shit. But anyway, but other than that, it's not a big deal. Melee Macchiato has been fun as hell. I'll say that. Melee Macchiato has been a fun fucking perk to use. In terms of the maps themselves, I like both of them. Liberty Falls and Terminus are both pretty good. I think Liberty Balls is better for casual. Terminus Island is better. I played Terminus before I played Liberty because I've always been more interested in like the story and the lore and all that. And I know I'm a fucking dork, but that's always been my meat and potatoes when it comes to zombies. I love that shit. Terminus was the better one for me. Plus, you know, I always love my boy Weaver. I've been with us since BO1. Again, Liberty Balls isn't bad either. Weirdly enough, I still haven't completed the Easter egg on Terminus. I got the Liberty Balls one done, but I haven't completed the Terminus one yet. I'm looking at getting that done soon. I'm also just shit at zombies, so we'll see. We'll see how long that takes. I know how to do it. Again, I'm just not that good at the game, and with inconsistent schedules with my buddies and all that, you know, we're all full-grown adults, so it's a little bit harder to get everyone on at the same fucking time. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I had a few complaints with zombies. Like I said, it's mostly just things like abominations being bullet sponges, things like ridiculous amounts of special and elite zombies spawning on like after round. People are saying round 30. I found it's more like round 25. They'll start kind of getting iffy. I hate the amalgams. The pause system, it's fucking. I don't know why they felt the need to change that. I cannot understand that for the life of me. I think that was really dumb. But other than that, you know, like again, like the new maps are good. They brought back Gobblegums. I thought that was cool. The storyline itself does seem to be pretty interesting. The perks are still good. I mean, can't go wrong there. People are saying they should add Mule Kick. I'm with them on that. I think Mule Kick does need to be added, but I have a feeling it's going to, so I'm not going to bitch about that too much. It'd be nice to see Double Tap back again, especially as I've been having a lot. You know, weirdly enough, and I've never been a big snipers guy on zombies, but I have been using them a lot more on this one, especially like the not the LR or the SVD. The other one, the Skyline, I think it's called. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But I've been using that one a lot. Mostly on Terminus, because Terminus is the one that actually has Deadshot. I know there's an Easter egg for it on Liberty, but I can't be bothered. LR is the one that has Explosive. That's pretty fun too, especially when you get PhD going with that. It's always a good time. So yeah, for the most part, I've been trying to level up guns and stuff on zombies. On occasion, I'll hop on MP to level up guns though, but that can be a fucking nightmare. especially when you get. I've got gold on 2 guns so far, just the XMG, and weirdly enough, the Sigma B2. I kind of accidentally got it on the Sigma. I just used that like to shoot down score streaks, and I kind of subconsciously did the first 50 score streak destructions. And then after that, I just kind of hopped on. I think I hopped on this map and just used that for the direct hit kills because those were broken as hell. And then after that, the rest just kind of came easy. So right now, I'm kind of trying to level up the Model L because I've seen people saying it's pretty good, and I haven't really used it yet outside of campaign. Yeah, the multiplayer, there's some work to be done here. The spawns are awful, and I'm not just speaking for this map again. I'm speaking in general for the multiplayer. The spawns are awful, and something needs to be done about that. Part of what I hate is that, and this isn't something Activision I think can do much about, it's just how players play the game. There's so many people that will just fucking camp around. If you spent $70 for a game just to spend the majority of your time sitting around, like, at that point, like, what would you even spend it for? I can't see the fun in that. Maybe it's just my ADHD ass brain, but you guys see like the way I'm playing here, and I'm getting killed doing it, so I mean, hey, they're doing better than I am. But I'm just chilling here, sliding around, fucking constantly moving. I don't know. To me, it just feels like if you're gonna get it and then sit around, like, are you really getting your money's worth? That's my take on it. It's your money, spend however you want, but that's just me. The TTK for a lot of the guns, including even the Tonto, which kind of surprised me. TTK in a lot of the guns has been pretty quick, and I like that. Hey, when people aren't camping and you get good lobbies that'll just like actually move around, it makes for some really fun games because it's more skill based, right? You know that if you get hit, you're gonna get killed, obviously, and it's gonna happen quick, so you gotta try and move around more. So I've been playing COD a long time. I am an old head, you know. I was definitely too young to be playing it when I started, but that didn't stop me. I've been playing since roughly BO2. I was there in the days when you didn't have all this omni movement and all that. I still have been able to adapt to things like omni movement pretty damn good. Slide canceling, I miss slide canceling too. That's BO3 had such a good system for that. I'm not going to reminisce, but BO3 really did have just such a great system. Specifically the zombies, really, because I didn't actually care for anything else about that game. But to kind of go back to the original point I was trying to make, I have been playing COD a long ass time, and I see people make memes about it and saying, oh, I'm washed now, I played back in those days, and it's like, it's not hard to adapt. The other change I like that they made on multiplayer is the addition of the tactical laser. The MW games have been having that. I think it started with, actually I think it was just added with MW, is it 2? I feel like it was in that one mission in the 3 campaign with Farah where she said like the shipyard. I think that would have been 3. I don't know. That game was an ass campaign. But now, obviously now the Black Ops 6 has it, and I really enjoy that. I've been honestly usually I've been running it on this gun, the ASG, but right now I'm just trying to get headshots to get gold. So 35 and 21 right now. Hey, finished off the team, so can't really complain there. So that's my thoughts on BO6. Overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a pretty good time. I've pre-ordered COD the last few years. In the last few years, I have ended up regretting it between MW3, MW2, and Vanguard. MW2, I guess, was NASDAQ, but I still felt like I paid too much for what I got. This one, I don't mind as much. I've been having a really good time on this. For the most part, it's been like the last few years, I've been playing it for like the first day or two and then dropping it. I've been consistently enjoying this one, and I think it's probably the addition of a proper zombies mode, because they've dropped the ball on it the last few times. MW3 zombies, I don't know how they managed to fuck up zombies. Vanguard, same thing. I don't know. It's a simple concept. The zombies community may seem bitchy sometimes. We're not hard to please. Give us good round-based zombies. For the most part, we'll be satisfied. But yeah, right. It's a big week for fight fans. We got a Mike Tyson fight. Personally, I know a lot of people are counting him out. People are saying, oh, he's 60 years old. I get it, but it's a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. I don't think he has as bad of a chance as people are saying. People have been saying, I feel like I say that a lot. People have been saying, but yeah, no, people have been saying that, oh, well, all that's going to happen is he's going to last a few rounds and he's going to gas out. I don't think he needs more than a few rounds. People might be right about that. They might be right that he would gas out after a few rounds. I mean, I get it. He is an older guy and time is undefeated. That being said, I don't think he needs more than a few rounds to finish off Jake Paul. Jake Paul is not that good of a boxer. I would go so far as to say some of the amateurs that I know are probably better boxers in terms of technique than Jake Paul is. He's overhyped. Does that mean I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, I could go in the ring and I'd fight him? No, I'm an amateur boxer that trains with no proper fights, and he's a heavyweight. Like, I walk around at a roughly 134. So I'm not going to sit here and say I could beat Jake Paul. But if you look at his record, and again, if you look at the only time that he fought a legitimate boxer that was not retired and that was in his weight class, he lost. He lost to Tommy Fury. And again, people say, oh, well, he beat Anderson Silva. Again, Anderson Silva is out of his prime and was not a boxer. Yeah, in the UFC, he was a striker. I think he did kickboxing when he was younger, if I recall correctly. But he's not young anymore. And I would still stand. I know this is gonna make me sound bitter as fuck, but I still stand by the theory that Jake Paul probably paid off some of his opponents. Aside from that, Saturday we got UFC 309, Jones versus Miocic. That one. Look, I love an underdog story. You know, like when Dustin fought Islam, I thought for sure, I was like, yeah, Dustin's gonna win. I know I want Stipe to win so bad. I hate John Jones as a person. I think the way that he's ducking Aspinall is just atrocious. Especially, you know, with the video recently where he's like, yeah, I would vacate the heavyweight belt to fight Pereira for a BMF. And it's like, dude, get the fuck real. You've kept Tom waiting as an interim champ. I mean, that video alone, I don't know how anybody can say he's not ducking after that. That being said, I think he's going to beat Miocic. I think Stipe's probably going to get beat. Not as badly as people are saying he's going to. Because people are saying, oh, well, he's a firefighter. He's been off for 4 years. I understand that. I do. That being said, he's also the heavyweight belt. Just because he's far out of his prime and has been on a layoff doesn't mean that he's not still a scary matchup stylistically. I would very much like to see him starch Jones. Obviously, probably not going to happen. But hey, man can dream. As for Chandler versus Oliveira, I think there's not much to say there. I think Oliveira beats him, and I think Oliveira beats him badly. Chandler was winning in the first fight, pretty much right until he lost, which I know sounds like a dumb thing to say, but if you've seen the fight, you kind of get it. Chandler was kind of beating the brakes off him right up until he managed to get that last win and knock him out. I don't think Chandler has gotten any better since then. He's been training for a very different opponent in Conor McGregor. He spent 2 years without a fight because of that, which you can't help but feel bad for the guy, but he's got nobody to blame but himself, really. I don't think he's going to do good against Oliveira at all, especially not Charles Oliveira, who's arguably the best grappler in UFC history. Especially the way Chandler fights, which, I mean, I admire. The dude's an absolute dog, but the lack of fight IQ, you can't fight without thinking with a guy like Charles Oliveira, who's just so incredibly intelligent and so gifted, especially with submission. You can't do it and succeed. Again, I don't see any way that Chandler beats Oliveira. I would go so far as to say that it would be more likely for Stipe to beat John than it would be for Chandler to beat Oliveira. Not to discredit who Michael Chandler is as a fighter, and I like him as a person, but I'm sorry, I cannot see him beating Charles Oliveira. If I eat my words, then so be it. But we also got the new Cobra Kai season coming out, same day as Tyson versus Paul. I know our show gets clowned on a lot, but I don't know, man. I got a soft spot in my heart for it. Karate seemed like it would require too much patience for me, and little did I know that boxing requires a lot of patience and mental strength and discipline as well. But I have no regrets about what I chose to go into. Either way, that being said, it's been a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't think it's as bad as people say, but I like Cobra Kai. I'm looking forward to the new season and looking forward to what they do. Even if Don Crease's overdramatic ass is still gonna drop the corniest fucking lines I've ever heard. Treyarch also dropped the confirmation that the new map, which is coming out next month, is going to be called Citadel des Morts. I'm not doing the French accent, so I'm just gonna say it like that. I think it's Citadel of the Dead. It's a castle map. Gives me hella DE vibes. I know it's not DE, but it gives me hella vibes like that. I have to say I am very, very excited for it. You know, it looks... we haven't seen any of it other than just the one picture of the outside, but can't say it enough. I'm very excited for it. They also confirmed that we're going to need a few new guns next season. The SOG from BO4. I don't know how that's going to work because it's a futuristic weapon in the games in the 90s, but hey, it's COD, so not a whole lot is beyond them at this point. And then we're also getting they're calling it the Krig C, but it's the Krig 6 that was in Cold War. I love that gun. To me, that gun was always like, it was the old reliable of the AR category. You just pull that out for a lot of situations. It was good at pretty much anything with the right attachments. Even on zombies, which I didn't really run ARs a lot for zombies because shotguns have been the meta on both that game and this one, quite frankly. But I do like the Krig 6. I'm very excited to see that back, and I hope they keep it in all its glory. Ah!
Sniper removed.
Motherfucker scare me, and I have the wall hack perk. By the way, I use it. I'm guilty of using it. The recon specialist thing. I'm guilty of using that, but that thing that shit's gotta be nerfed because it's so broken. Like, I'm gonna use it while it's still here, but I really hope it's nerfed. For those guys who don't play the game or those who do but don't know what I'm talking about, wait till I die here, which will be like red highlights showing where players are for a second right when I spawn. and it's broken as fuck on maps like this. With the way they have the spawns the way they are, somebody could be right around the corner from me and I would know instantly. Like, look, I know there's gonna be somebody right there, and I still am about to die. I still die but that's because I'm bad at the game. So for anyone who's even got like more than 2 brain cells and wouldn't run into a grenade like that, it's not so bad. Like, I knew that guy, like that last guy that just died was there because I could see him sliding all with the recon specialist. I'm gonna use it while it's here. I'm not, and I never really bitch about it because again, I'm gonna use it too, so I can't really bitch about it. It's fair play. But I do hope it gets nerfed. My god, it's fucking broken. I think one of my other big complaints with the MP on this game is some of like the lethals. Like, I only run the Semtex at this point because every time I've had to run things like impacts or nitros for challenges, they fucking suck. Pretty much all the other grenades minus the Semtex and the frag are trash. Like, you have to be so damn close and so precise at the impact grenade when it's not even worth using. And I do kind of, but like, I also don't even understand what the point of adding it was, because if you've got a grenade that detonates on impact and is like a sticky grenade, the amount that you have to nerf it to make it not absolutely fucking broken just negates any reason to use it at all. At this point, like, I don't know why it was even added. I would say, again, I know I've said that I like this game and then I go on and I complain about a lot of things. The reason I'd say I still like this game is because overall I still think it's been a really fun experience and it's a well-made game. And we're not even in Season 1 yet. Season 1 hasn't even come out yet. They still have plenty of time to make the fixes that they need to make. Again, that's not to say the only reason I lose is because of SPMM. I've had, what, 4 or 5 deaths now this game where I died to like pull out a shotgun for a range fight when I got the Model L that I've been trying to level up. SPMM is still a problem, just not in this specific match. I don't think it's fucked me as much. Yeah, 32-25. It's not bad, but it's not great. I didn't finish top of the team. It's positive. Pretty much for me, for somebody like me, I'll take anything that's positive. If it's positive, I'm good with it. So yeah, this has been my first thoughts on BO6 as well as a variety of other subjects. So far, again, the game is pretty good, and I hope you guys give it a shot if you're interested. Other than that, if you guys enjoy my videos, please subscribe. It's always appreciated. Or don't, hey, it's your life. Anyway, you guys take care. I'm out.